Rob, thank you for joining us. Another game to look forward to tomorrow as we take the visit of Lincoln. Can I get your thoughts ahead of that game?
Yeah, no, it's good. Comes at a good time in terms of lots of positives from Saturday, but obviously things we need to improve on. Obviously a very good team, Lincoln, in good form, powerful, very good on transition, get the ball in the box really well, good runners, so it's going to be a really tough game for us. But that's the challenge of this league. Every game's tough. There isn't an easy game, and we need to be able to really look at the positives that we took from Saturday, and also look at the things we can improve on, and just need to keep working. This is going to be a long process, lots of hard work, lots of trying to just get better, a little bit better all the time, and then we need to make sure we want to try and turn those performances that have been good, been a lot of positive performances, into points, and and it's good to be back at home as well.
Yeah, we spoke a little bit, didn't we, after the game about potentially it's a positive that we've got a game this soon after the last one. Do you think that's the case, and have you sort of seen that on the training ground today?
Yeah, it was a really good training session today. Lads are in good spirits. Disappointed obviously and frustrated, but I think it's more frustration, and they know that we're doing all the right things and we're getting there. We just need to keep, like I said, keep working, keep getting better, to keep getting understanding. Obviously, I think what was good today is I felt the obviously coming in with slightly new messages and stuff like that were really picked up, and the group's been really forthcoming and buying into it, which is good. And this game's what it's all about. That's what we enjoy. So we want to keep the games coming, keep improving, and move forward from there.
Yeah, you can see, can't you, that the morale at the training ground is still really high. How important is that, and how much have you had to work on that, or is it a credit to the lads that the morale is still so good? Because I can imagine it can be tricky, as you say, with the frustrating results. It must be easy for the lads' heads to dip. So a lot of credit has to be given to that, and I suppose it's important, isn't it, to have such a good morale, considering the recent run of form.
Yeah, definitely, and that's a credit to sort of the club itself in as a whole. Obviously, we've tried our best to try and create a culture, a relaxed culture, where we want to be positive, we want to attack every game. I think it would be different if we've been in League One for 5 years and we started like this, but we haven't. It's the first new challenge. The squads have quite a big overhaul, so the players are starting to gel, starting to bond, starting to get to know each other, and obviously I've only been here 2 weeks, so I'm going on what I'm seeing, and we've got a good young hungry group who I think it's the process, and it's the long process is where it will come good, and I think as long as they take that desire, hunger and positivity in terms of understanding what they're doing really well, because they are doing some things really well, and also things we need to improve on as a squad, as a group, then I think we can be positive and take each game as it comes, not to get too high, not get too low, just try and stay consistent and try and get consistently a bit better.
Yeah, we're obviously going to have Jay and Josh back in the fray. Obviously they've served their one match suspensions, and obviously Benjamin got his first minutes, so not even in the sense of looking at their qualities, I suppose it's going to be nice to have them back in, because they've had a chance to sort of get some extra recovery into their legs. So it's almost just like using a fresh set of bodies, isn't it? Because as we've said before, we've had a lot of games, and the lads have had a lot of game time, so that'd be nice, won't it?
I think it will be, yeah. And obviously it was brilliant to get Benjamin on the pitch Tuesday. He's had an indifferent time, obviously, from when I was here, because of multiple different reasons, obviously the coming across and everything. So with Benjamin we have to be patient. I think the temptation is just to chuck him in, but it's a new culture, it's a new country. He's only been able to train with the lads twice. I think it's his third session today because of what happened previously, and I think we need to make sure that we're when we put him in, when he's able to be ready and to contribute and make it fair for him, because it is tough when you come to a new country and a new culture and a different type of football, but I thought it was a positive when he come on. Obviously having our captain and vice captain back, that's a massive positive. Jay's been an ever-present. He set standards. He's a leader, and I think Flinty's been brilliant this season. Been brilliant for me, and then he's been brilliant since he's come into the club. So, obviously look to freshen up. There's a few players that are sort of got a few niggles and a bit stiff and sore, so we'll have to monitor that with the games coming so thick and fast. But I think we've got to said the strength's going to be in the squad, not in the team, and we need to make sure that everyone's ready to go and ready to contribute, because over the course of the season everyone's going to be needed.
Yeah, and obviously we've added Tyrese to the squad as well, so that's another great addition. We've had some great compliments from fans of other teams that he's played for when we signed him, so that's always positive to see. Is he just going to need a few weeks to sort of get up to speed with things? I suppose it must be tricky not having a pre-season. fair way into the season now. So is that just going to take some time for him to get sort of match fit?
Yeah, definitely. And obviously the reason we was able to get him is because he's been unfortunate with his timing of his injury. So he's missed a lot of football. He's only been on pitch with us. So he's had 2-3 days training. So look, we're going to try and target the Bristol Street Motors game to try and get him minutes, depending on how his progression goes, whether that's off the bench or whether that's starting. We'll just have to assess that. But no, he's a seriously talented lad. He's a lovely lad. And he really will suit the way we play in terms of his technical ability getting the ball, but also his threatening in the goal. And yeah, sort of spoke to a few people and players that have played with him and said that it was a very good signing, and hopefully someone we can be excited to see. But again, similar to Benjamin, similar to a couple of lads like Harry Forster coming back, we've got to make sure we protect them and do the right thing by them, because we want to see them. We want to see them every week when they are available, and not rush it for one game and lose them for a period of time. And I think where the staff here have been fantastic on the physical side, they really look after lads and make sure we have as many available and as robust as possible. So yeah, we're in a good place physically with players. We just need to now continue doing what we're doing in terms of the processes we put in, the way we played against Reading, especially. Some of the football was outstanding, the chances we created, and we need to take confidence from that, and we need to make sure we keep taking positive steps forward.
Yeah, and just finally, I suppose a message for the fans. We know how great they were on Saturday. We spoke a little bit about that after the game. How important is it for them to sort of, on a night like tomorrow, obviously under the lights, it's always a good atmosphere on a Tuesday night at the Broadfree Stadium. How important is that to help drive the players forward? Because sometimes there are going to be times in games, I suppose, where they're going to need a little pick me up, and fans can provide that, can't they? And we all need to be running in the same direction, and we're all pushing and incredibly hard to sort of get those positive results back.
Yeah, 100%. And it's been this is a club effort, and the club from the fans to the staff, at the training ground, at the stadium, the players, the coaching team, yourselves. It's going to be a huge effort. We know we'll probably come into the toughest League One league there's been, but what a challenge it is for us, and I think we've got to try and enjoy it. But know that we want to start the game, we want high intensity, we want to get after teams, we want to play good football as well. We want the fans to come and really enjoy watching these young players play and express themselves. We want to be aggressive and positive with it, and I want to see the ball put at risk. I want us to see put balls in the box. I thought they did that brilliantly at Reading. There's so many chances within the box, from crosses, from good play, from people willing to run forward. And I have asked the lads to want a little bit more high intensity in terms of their running, because we're such a fit group, and I think we can be even more or show more intent with our running, because it's such a big strength of ours. And then when we've got the players, like juniors, like Darcy's, like Jez, Harry Forster's, Rushy, Swanee, you can name all the attacking players. I'm not going to try. I don't want to miss anyone. Addy coming back now after he's had a couple of issues. It's exciting, and we want to see them exciting players on the front foot. And with the fans backing them, and we'll get the place rocking. And on Tuesday night under lights, we just got to go and attack it in every sense of the word. And there will be setbacks, and when we have them setbacks, we'll stay together, we'll stay strong, and we'll attack it again and again and again.